We got Hossein-MIGOP, MIGOP admin and coalition's vice chairs.
How are you guys today? Hey guys, thank you for having us. So we're just kind of give an update on the state party and kind of where we're going and where things have been going lately. On our end, I'm the coalition vice chair, Nehme. So I introduce myself. Working with a lot of candidates in the local areas, chairs across the district to get more local representation and Republicans running. We don't have a lot of city clerks across all the counties in Michigan. We don't have a lot of city council seats. We don't have anything in local government per se, and it's very hard when we're only aiming at higher level positions, and lower level we're leaving them open, them just kind of run right past us there. So Wayne County, we already got 6 people in talks working on running, so we're trying to push that across the state and hopefully more. I know we're throwing statewide events as well. We got one starting off in Dearborn with the school board meetings, and we have senators and reps coming to speak there. It's gonna try to piggyback around the state, get the whole state on the same message. I know there's a lot of issues with the party right now, and everybody's speaking about leadership and all of us coming together. It's been a big struggle since we all got elected into our positions. It's how do I say, we're starting from scratch, and we're all trying to come together and work with each other. And I know there's a lot of, how do I say it right now, people are losing faith because they're not seeing a lot of things being accomplished. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of work taking place and a lot of fights, because we're trying to make sure that the Republican Party is in control of real Republicans, that we're actually fighting to win elections, not just catering to the ultra wealthy that are donating. So I just want to have everybody, thank you. I want everybody to be patient and understand we are very much trying. I also want to touch on another fact and get some ideas going. We're trying to push a new messaging out there. As you guys know, since everybody was elected, we have the most diverse group of leadership in the Republican Party that we've had in years. But we don't seem to be playing that or using that in our advantage. And we're trying to get the party to push forward with that. Because if you look at it, when they speak about Republicans, what do we hear? Rich old white people all the way around, and everybody else is not included. But it's not true if you look at our leadership. We have multiple faiths, it's majority women except for us, and we have different ethnicities, but we're not using that in our benefit to change the image of the party and attract more people in. We're trying to push the, how do I want to say it, there's only 30% in all of Wayne County. In Lansing, it shows 27%. We barely get any voters getting out. And we're fighting very hard to fight for the voters that are coming out and not the 70% that's not coming out. So if we open the door, change our images, change our messaging strategy, and be more welcoming to people, we could bring in that 20% or 30% that haven't voted, and if they vote our way, we won the state bet. So there's a lot of work going on. I just wanted to update everybody and let everybody know we are working very hard.
Hello guys, my name is Hossein. I'm the administrative vice chair for the MIGOP. Just to piggyback off what he was saying, the party is coming out with a cool program called Good Neighbor, or that was called Good Neighbor. And it's like an online course where we're able to teach the whole state, all the delegates, how to speak to their neighbors and how to reach out, because the first phase coming up is before 2024 is we have to touch as many people as possible in our communities, not politically, just say hi, become friends, open up, find common ground. And this program on the internet they're coming out with, the party's coming out with, is super awesome, step by step on how to talk to people with different ideas about how our party should be, our state should be, different angles on hitting the points that we have to talk to neighbors about, whether it's uncomfortable or not. We have to get those out of the way before we have to push them a little further than they're comfortable with. So, just like the Democrats have their methods, us Republicans, we have our methods. Just be friendly, be kind, be faithful people, and God will guide us the right way, in my opinion. So we got it much easier than the other side. We got the power of faith in God, and I think that program, the Good Neighbor program, if we're all using it, whether we use it on a day-to-day basis, if we all know about it, we'll know how to communicate the same way, because we need to unify the state together before taking it over. We have to be unified. it's easier said than done, especially seeing some things happen in leadership. But that's the number one thing, is unify, and then take it a step further and get them to vote our way, you know, the right way.
Where is that? How do you get onto that? Where is that at?
They're actually working on rolling it out right now. It should be included into our website. I think they were saying by the end of the month, but it should have a list of a lot of companies as well that are allies of the Republican Party that donate to us. So basically, we go out, we shop at these stores, you know, we support them, they turn around and order support us, we start supporting each other instead of these big companies that are trying to push their local agenda. There's a lot going on. I know he touched on the Good Neighbor program as well, and I'd like to add on to it. There's a gentleman, Tim Vetter, that's setting up a program. It's kind of a data collection for election integrity across the state. And you kind of go in there, you could plug in your address or your neighbor's address, your friend's address, and you could check at that house who voted, if they voted in person or by mail. And then this way you could check your vote, and if yours was wrong, like for instance, when I went in to vote this past election, somebody had voted absentee in my name, and I had to sit there 45 minutes to wait to vote in person. Well then, if we go into this program, or if you voted in person, and then you go check this program and you see, oh no, an absentee ballot was casted for my address and my name, then we could verify and kind of figure out where our elections went wrong, how to prevent it moving forward, and we have the correct data. So this way we understand how things are being pushed through our state and how they're getting illegal votes through, really, if we want to look at it as kind of how it's working.
And with this method here, we're putting accountability on the constituents, on everybody. Because leadership, we hope that they make the right decision always for us. That's not how it's becoming. So with tools coming out and us learning how to use things properly, we'll be able to protect ourselves in our own homes without looking for someone to protect us. So, you know, we can find out who's voting for who. There was a lady I spoke to, she, in her own house, her grandmother and her aunt used to live in the house. They passed away about a decade ago. She went on the website and she saw that they voted. You know, and she was bothered because they didn't come and visit her if they voted, you know, so. But this way, you know, slowly we'll be able to do checks and balances on a small scale. And that's, other than reaching out to people and becoming friends, you know, for no reason, but the reason is, we have the reason, they don't. So our reason is to make common grounds, protect ourselves the way we can with the tools that were provided, and then push the good people that we meet, either towards leadership, towards delegate positions, towards to vote, you know, straight tickets. There's all different types of things that we could help our friends and family and our neighbors understand and be educated on the right way. You know, I'm not the easiest to talk to sometimes. You know, not everyone is, and this program will help us like get on the same page. We need that. We need that.